I'm Stacy. I'm with Sweetwater County School District Number 1 Technology Department.
I'm Timmy. I'm going to be videoing Stacy as we show you guys everything that's involved and comes with the VR lab and how to set up a Google Expedition.
Okay, we ready?
So we'll go ahead and jump right in and get started.
All right, so with your lab, your VR lab, you're going to have a crate and a bag full of VR goggles. These are awesome. And in your crate, you're going to have your 27 iPods and a iPad for the staff member to use, a brief short instruction manual, and you're going to have your charging units. There will be 3 of these. If you're missing one, let us know. And you should also have 3 power supplies that look this way that are for this. And you plug it in. You're also going to have a power supply, an Ethernet cable, and a Netgear. These 3 things will go together. Then you will have 2 of the surge protectors. And for these, you'll have these slots to help hold up the iPods. So kind of what we do is, let's get ready to charge. First thing you're going to want to do is, if you plan on doing an expedition with your students, please allow yourself time to get these set up and plugged in and charging at least a day. If it's the lab that is in your building, if it is a lab that we have at our technology department and you want to check it out, you'll want to give us a week to get that lab ready and charged. Alrighty then, so we've got this plugged in. We're going to start by making sure our iPods are all charged. And we'll do this before the expedition, the day of. So we just plug them in, and we're going to set them in these slots. Same thing with your iPad that you're going to use. Just plug it in and let them charge. You know, let your students, let the iPods all charge overnight. Okay, so those are charging.
Perfect. And just a quick note about these power supply.
Oh, yeah.
We'll want to check to make sure that the blue light is on, which is how you know that the charging unit is on, and the little switch right here is flipped in the on position, so the devices will actually get charged up for you. Okay.
So you're going to get your router, and you're going to have your Ethernet cable, and you're going to want to plug it into this port here.
Yep, the port should say internet on the back of it.
Yes. I'm going to undo this. Now your cable may be orange, so if it's not blue, don't worry about it. You're also going to hook up your power supply to this, and it's right beside your Ethernet cable, and then we're going to plug it in and power it on. Your power button for this is right there, and it's kind of hard to see, I'm sure, with the camera, but it's right there. So you would just push it in and power it on, give it time to come on. With this, you should have a drop, something like this, in your classroom. If you can't find it, please get hold of somebody in the technology department by opening a Helpdesk ticket, and your building tech will come in and help locate this drop, because you're going to need it to plug in your Ethernet cable for your router. Then you're going to plug in your Ethernet cable to the drop.
2 lights you're looking for on the router, just tell you you're good to go, is the little green light right here by the power button. Let's see, right here by the power button, and the green light by your wireless connection right here. This is your connection. Once you first plug it in, it should show up as red, but after it has a minute to boot up, that'll turn green as well.
All right, so the next thing we're going to want to do as a staff member, you're going to get ready to pick your expedition. And in our manual, you know, along with CNR instructions, we also have some field trip options in here for you. So the first thing we're going to want to do is make sure that the iPad is connected to Mobile Lab Wireless. It looks like it is. We got that blue check there, so we should be good here. And we're going to log into our Google account, our staff Google account in Google Expeditions. So once we launch it, you want to go over to here and you'll want to sign in your district Google account, staff Google account. You can see it right there. You'll want to remember when you're done, you're going to log out of that. So we want to actually pick a field trip to go on. We haven't downloaded any tours. Let's go to Discover. And here's some options that you have. You know, you can do arts and culture, landscape, science, environment, the world today, just tons of options. I'm here looking for what field trip I want to take the students on. So I'm going to pick this NASA one. I'm going to select download. And is it already done? We're going to look and see if it's already done. It should be pretty rapid. You'll see a check mark, and that will tell you that it's downloaded. At this point, though, you will want to make sure to go back into settings, and you're still connected to Mobile Lab. You're going to want to connect to the Netgear, which is the thing we plugged into the wall. So I'm going to select Netgear, give it time to connect. It's connected. And on the student's device, we're going to do the same thing and make sure that they're connected to the Netgear, and they are. If they're not, connect them to it. If this asks for a password connecting to Netgear or Mobile Lab, let us know and we'll be able to fix that issue. It should not ask for the passwords to connect to either one of those networks.
And each Netgear is actually going to have a different 2-digit number behind the name. So just for this lab, it is 67. Other labs will have a different number. Once everything's on Netgear, we'll go ahead and move forward and jump back into Expeditions.
All right, so we have selected this as a staff member. We're going to go into Guide, and now we've got this. So on the student's iPad, since we're all on the Netgear, they can join. It comes up and asks them to join. They select join, and it's ready to start.
Once all of your iPods, all of your kiddos' iPods are ready, that's when you'll want to start guiding the tour, not before then. So
yeah.
Once we're all ready, we'll go ahead and start.
All right, at this point, the students are going to take their cardboards and get ready to put those iPods in there. So it kind of velcros like that. Now, they will have to move it around a little bit to get everything kind of where they need it to be able to see well. But once they're in there, it's ready to go. So then you, as a teacher, will start your field trip. So that arrow, the students are going to actually see that arrow, and they'll have to turn in the direction of the arrow that was there. And as you read through this, so now we've read through Jupiter, then we're going to read through here, and the students will turn and look at that. And then when you finish the field trip, you would just exit out of it, have the kids take their iPod out and have them turn it off. We'll power that down.
And when we're done on the staff iPad, go ahead and hit the X button right here, on the X button right here, and back in Expeditions. We want to make sure we sign out of this iPad because it is a shared device. And click your name and then Manage Accounts and remove.
So once you're done with your field trip, you'll just pack back up and make sure everything's back in the cart for the next person to use.
Perfect.
All right.
So that should be everything. If you guys have any other questions, please open up a ticket and let us know, and we'd be happy to help you.
Thank you.